Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Blind Truth podcast. And today we've got a very special lady with us. I've been waiting for a long time to get this lady on my podcast, and we have none other than Sarah Dennis. Thank you very much for joining us, Sarah.
I'm delighted to join you. It's nice to see you.
Also known as the Veteran Sweetheart.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's my privilege to, I've been named the Veteran Sweetheart in 2014. I'm a professional singer, as you know. I've been singing for a very long time, since I was 20, which is about 1,000 million billion years ago.
5 years ago, wasn't it?
And in 2014, I'd been doing quite a few what I call nostalgia gigs, you know, the old-fashioned music, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s sort of music, and quite a few events for the associations, military veterans associations up and down the country. So quite a few of them got together and said, will you be the Veteran Sweetheart? I said, well, yeah, what does that mean? And they said, well, whatever you want it to mean. And with my teaching background and the fact that I'm a military veteran myself, I'll go into that in a bit more detail later if you like, I just wanted to help. So I put together something called the Tour of Remembrance, which was a two-pronged animal, if you like. One of the angles was to raise funds for military charities through my singing gigs and, you know, CDs and fundraising, that sort of thing. And the other one was educational. So I wrote a children's, like a school activity pack full of, I think there's 12 or 13 activities in it, which is accessible online. The school teachers can just download it. It's got all the questions and the answers and everything in there, and it's full of crafty, musical, fun activities for the children to do, and at the same time learn about the importance of remembrance and why we should honour our military veterans and respect them and look after them, because, you know, they've signed their name on the dotted line and said that they're going to protect us, and we are the general public happily going about our business, totally oblivious to what they have to go through and totally oblivious in the main to the after effects of it. So since then I've been campaigning and championing, if you like, military veterans and different military charities, and I choose a different one now every year to support.
Brilliant stuff. I happen to know, I had the honour of coming down to the White Cliffs of Dover with you, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, that was fantastic,
You sung some songs. We went to Biggin Hill together, didn't we, and did some filming. Yeah. And in fact, with your permission, I'm going to show that right now. So have a look at this. Sarah in action.
There'll be bluebirds over the White Cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
And so that was a great day. We went down there, wasn't it?
It was such fun, me and Maggie.
Yeah, it was fabulous. It really was. And we stayed at your sister's.
Which
was also an experience. It was good.
It was lovely,
So I mean, I wouldn't like to put figures on it or anything like that, but you raised a lot of money for veterans, haven't you?
I have, but
in different ways as well.
I want to make a bigger difference if I can. The project, if I could get some heat behind it, would make a big difference, because if we can get the children involved in understanding why it's important, and how some of our military veterans do find it difficult once they come out of military life into Civvy Street, and how they do need help sometimes, especially with invisible scars. You know, like PTSD and
traumatic stress. Absolutely.
It's quite horrendous, really. And obviously, others have got physical scars where it's obvious. You know, they've lost limbs and eyes and goodness knows what else. And I always make a point when I see a military veteran or talk to a military veteran of saying, "Thank you for your service to this country." And I think if if you've nothing else to give and you've no spare cash, you've no spare time, whatever, a thank you costs absolutely nothing.
Correct.
And they might be initially embarrassed when you first say it, but they might go away that night and think, actually, what I did was a good thing, and people actually know it, and it might make them feel better about themselves and actually, get...
Well, it's nice to be appreciated for what you've done, isn't it? Whether it's for the country or not, but generally even more so in that case.
Exactly.
Because you literally put your life on the line, don't you? In some cases.
Yeah, they do.
During the 2 World Wars, especially.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm talking about conflicts and, situations where people have gone in on peacekeeping missions and they've put themselves in all sorts of dangers and ended up coming back seriously damaged,
Falklands, Afghanistan, Kuwait, all of them, every even Northern Ireland.
Exactly.
And it's not. It's something that a lot of people don't understand, I think, unless they've had even a small taste of it. And I think, I'm assuming anyway, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you kind of, the old lest we forget, really, that you're trying to keep it in the minds of the youngsters today so that it never gets forgotten.
Exactly.
And it shouldn't be forgotten. You're absolutely correct.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't. I mean, recently, as you know, we've had VJ Day.
Yeah.
15th of August, and I did 2 events on VJ Day. Fabulous time. We had a great time. Got them all waving the flags, feeling nostalgic, and obviously I get an opportunity to speak about my charities. And it's nice to remind people, I was quite impressed at the first gig. There was a group of younger people, and I said, "We're here today celebrating VJ Day. Do you know what that is?" And one of the younger girls, she actually said, "Yeah, it's Victory in Japan Day." So wow. Which isn't. It's not something that a lot of people talk about because it's known as the Forgotten War, isn't it?
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
After VE Day, everybody thought the war was over, which it was obviously in Europe, but it was still raging.
It was.
Those people, other people still lost their lives when war had been declared as being over, so...
It's weird that, isn't it? It's almost like, I think all lives lost in war is wasted away.
I do. It's just awful what's happening.
Of course it is, but can you imagine being the last person to lose your life in the war from either side? And as you say, it continued in Japan, against Japan long after it. It wasn't that long, but it was long enough.
It was, yeah.
I don't know exactly the figures of how many people we lost between the two, but
no,
it must have been. I don't know if your relative is out there and lost their lives when it should have been called a halt to in time with the other. It kind of gives it an extra bit of sting, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And people, they just in general, it's not that they wouldn't be interested if they knew. It's just that they don't know because they don't actually teach them about VJ Day, I don't think, at school. No. It's just,
and they should.
We should be taught more about our heritage at school.
Of course we should.
But going back to the charities, the last couple of years I've worked with 2 fantastic charities. Last year I was working with the Veterans Foundation, which is a really, dynamic charity that somehow gets masses of money in. They run the Veterans Lottery. So if anybody likes a flutter on the lottery, look up the Veterans Lottery because
get on it, guys and girls.
Not only will you be in with a chance of winning quite a bit of money, you will be helping our military veterans at the same time.
Regardless,
So that's a fantastic charity. But it's so successful with actually getting money in that it also supports smaller military charities as well.
Yeah.
And this year I'm working for a relatively newer military charity, smaller but really dynamic as well, called Military versus Cancer.
Right.
And I'm really excited to have been asked to go on the board of trustees. So
Brilliant.
I've got
Brilliant.
Power to help them, make changes.
Be able to make a real difference.
Yeah. And there's lots of events that we've been involved with. We did a rugby match up at Kingston Park over in Newcastle with the best of the North East rugby players, males, of the area versus the best of the military. Unfortunately, the first team for the men were away on another fixture, so the second team went in and played against the best, and the men got a bit... the score wasn't great. They tried their best and I was proud of them, but when the girls went on, they won.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah. Our girls, they did fantastic. And I was honoured to be able to sing the national anthem in front of the stadium with the military band. It was absolutely wonderful. But even more exciting than that, starting in September, there's going to be another fundraising awareness event from John O'Groats to Land's End. They're going to be pulling a field gun, an old-fashioned field gun.
Yeah.
And they're going to be pulling it all the way down the country. There's 2 teams.
That's going to take some doing.
It's going to take some doing, and there's a lot of people going to be joining in. In fact, I'm thinking of, on one of the stints, I'm wondering whether I'm going to join in and try and help them pull it for a few miles anyway. Or at least turn up. Do you know what I mean? At least turn up and show my support.
Yeah.
So
Wave a
that's,
flag and clap.
well, I'm quite strong, you know. Don't underestimate the power of a woman.
I know you will. Listen, you're a fiery redhead. That alone would get you there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so...
So I wanted to ask you something about where did the title Veteran Sweetheart come from? Because I know, I'm being a bit sneaky now, but I know about this letter that you got from Dame Vera Lynn, didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Well, because I was working for the military veterans as opposed to the serving forces, that's where the name Veteran Sweetheart came from.
Yeah.
Because I was doing the gigs for the veterans, really. And obviously, there's only one forces sweetheart, which was Vera Lynn.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't be...
Dame Vera Lynn.
Yeah, Dame Vera Lynn, yeah.
Yeah.
And when I started, she was still alive, and I was really honoured to get a letter from her. I wrote to her and explained to her what I was doing, and she sent me a beautiful letter. I felt like I'd been written to by the Queen.
Yeah,
I was
well, you
just
were in a way.
delighted, honestly. I just adore her. I think her singing voice was fantastic, and she just did an amazing job. She did an amazing job during the war.
Do you feel a connection to her because of what you both did?
Yeah, I do. I mean, obviously, I'm just little old me and she was Vera Lynn. But, I mean, I suppose if she was still alive, she would say she was in the right place at the right time.
And she'd probably say, I'm just little old me as well.
Well, yeah.
Because she was modest, wasn't she?
Yeah. So
I think it's amazing, really, and well-deserved, in my opinion. Because I've seen your work, haven't I? I've been out and filmed you and stuff. And I think what you do is incredible, really.
Do you know what I absolutely love about what I can do? I love singing for people.
Yeah.
But I love making them laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love making them
throw
laugh.
a bit of stand-up into your routine.
Yeah, I need to do that. I was talking about that yesterday, actually, to somebody else about putting a bit of stand-up in.
I'll write some in for you.
Will you?
Yeah, I've done stand-up, haven't I?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do interject with comedic banter. I don't tell jokes. I'm not a joke teller.
Yeah.
But I like to get the audience thinking about things, and I say things in a certain way, and my timing, it makes them have like a little wry smile on the face, isn't like,
Well, I mean,
what's
I
she insinuating, you know?
The king of all stand-up comedy, in my opinion, for thinking man's comedies was Billy Connolly, still is, actually, but sadly, probably not with us for very much longer by the looks of him, but... he started life as a banjo player in a bit of a band, and he had some technical issue one day many years ago, and he decided to fill the gap in by telling a few jokes.
Well, he's never looked back, has
And
he?
it went down very well, and then someone said, why don't we do that as part of it anyway, which he did, and the jokes got more and the music got less, and before you know it, was a stand-up. And to me, in my opinion, the best it's ever been, without a doubt, for me anyway. So yeah, who knows? I mean, I know you as a comical person anyway. If you forget the fiery redhead bit, I know that bit as well, obviously. But no, I think you do it very well. I think you would, because it'd be so unexpected as well. You know, I've seen you perform, I've seen you on stage, I've seen you out in Dover when we did that, and
I like surprising people.
Yeah, well, I think you would almost every time. I think they wouldn't. It's a bit like when I asked for one time a request of a song, because you're a fluent French speaker as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
And I asked you to do a song in French. Was it Edith Piaf?
Yeah.
And which I love anyway.
I love Edith Piaf.
And I do, and I think that would surprise people as well, which I've seen it surprise people.
Well, I do. I sing in like Italian as well, and
you know,
French.
Yeah.
I'm learning Spanish at the minute. I've not actually learned any Spanish songs, but I will do. I'll need to add that to my repertoire.
Yeah, but I think doing a little, just a 5-minute stint, I think would really throw people, especially if it was kind of cheeky, naughty, old-fashioned stuff.
Oh, yeah.
A bit
Yeah.
like naughty postcard stuff. You remember the old naughty postcards?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
what the butler saw and all that, you know. I think that'd be really funny. I do. That'd be hilarious.
I need to look into that. But honestly,
Yeah.
I've got to say, Phil, I love
Excuse me.
I love life at the minute. I've got
Yeah.
so many different projects going on. I'm one of these people that are like, oh, I wish there was 48 hours in every day. I just,
Yeah,
I
8
just-
days a week.
yeah. I just, you know, I've just not got enough time to do everything. I'm writing a book at the minute,
Yeah.
which is just to do with my singing career. It's not to do with the military veterans as such. It's like a self-help, self-guide book for
Right.
new singers who want to come into the industry, or singers who have been in the industry and just need a bit of extra guidance, because I've been in the industry for like I say 37 years, nearly 38 years, and I've learnt a lot along the way, and everything's happened to me. I've done all sorts of gigs, you know, every sort of gig you can imagine I've done.
Well,
So-
in line with other people that have been on my podcast, on The Blind Truth, who have wrote books. I don't know if you saw the one with the chap that was wrongfully convicted of murder. And he's signed and sent up 3 signed copies of his books for us to give away on the podcast.
All right.
And when yours is out there, if you wouldn't mind doing the same,
Absolutely.
that'd be great. And we can
Absolutely.
publish it for you as well.
Not a problem.
Publicise it rather. So
Yeah.
he served just over 11 years in prison before he was realised he was wrongly convicted. Michael, if you're watching, Michael, big up to Michael O'Brien. Good guy, really good.
Yeah.
Surprisingly calm, surprisingly not as bitter as I was expecting. I was expecting him to come up. He came all the way from Cardiff on a bus to come on the podcast.
Fantastic. Hats off to him.
Yeah, I expected him to be really bitter, and actually he's a lovely guy. He's dead gentle, dead placid. He's lovely.
It's
Really is.
horrible. It's absolutely horrible to be wrongly accused of something.
Well, do you know what? I won't waffle on about it because it's all on the podcast. But he was wrongly convicted. He was out by his own admission. He was a naughty lad. He was out robbing cars and stuff, and he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Someone pointed him out, but while he was in, he lost his daughter to cot death.
Oh no.
I think he lost his parents, if I remember rightly. 11 years, you know, it's a long time. And then when he came out, yes, he was compensated, fair enough. But they only deducted 37.5 grand for his bed and board for the 11 years he'd served. I mean, you know, WTF, you know what I mean? What the hell? That is, talk about kick a man, rub salt in the wound. I wasn't even sure I believed him at first, I'll be honest with you, but it's true. And I maybe shouldn't have said that because he's going to court over it at the moment. There might be some judici laws kick in, I don't know. But so yeah, moving on then. So what are you doing now? Right, I know you do this Cabaret Lunch Club as well, don't you?
Yeah. Well, you know, I run the music agency. So obviously I've been a professional singer for 37 years.
Shiny Music and Entertainment.
Shiny Music, yeah. I've been running that since 2011.
Yep, website and email come up on screen now.
Thank you. So if anybody needs any professional singers, bands, magicians, children's entertainers, tribute artists,
Karaoke.
yeah, karaoke DJs, anything really, anything to do with entertainment.
Yeah.
That's what Shiny Music does. But
Yeah.
off the back of that, and because my mum was living with dementia, I set up a community interest company called the Cabaret Lunch Club because I wanted somewhere where my dad could take my mum in the afternoon for a hot meal
Yeah.
that he didn't have to cook, because mum was the chief cook really until she forgot how to do it, and then dad had to do it. So I wanted a rest for dad, and I know, you know, both my parents loved music, so I set up the Cabaret Lunch Club, which basically a place where people can go and have a hot meal and professional live entertainment in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
my dad obviously wanted to get her back home safe and sound before it was dark, you know.
I've heard your dad sing, by the way. It's obviously
Oh,
where you
yeah.
get it from, isn't it?
I
So-
love him. Mum had a beautiful voice as well.
Oh, I never heard your mum say. I heard your dad sing.
Yeah,
That was amazing.
beautiful soprano voice, my mum. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Unfortunately, we lost my mum in December.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but my dad still goes to the cabaret lunches. It's keeping him going. You know, it's actually it's a lifeline for a lot of the people,
Yeah.
and it's a free club. You don't have to pay to get in. You don't have to pay to join. Find us on Facebook. And I think in September there's 29 events.
So is it on Facebook as Cabaret Lunch Club?
Yeah, Cabaret Lunch
So
Club.
we'll put that up on the screen now as well.
Yeah, it's on Instagram as well. And you can just ring the pub numbers. All the pub numbers are on the Facebook page. Book your table, and you turn up, and you take your seat, order your food and drink, and the entertainment's free.
Yeah, brilliant.
And it's full of lovely people who have a nice time in the afternoon. Some of them get up and have a dance. Have a look on the Facebook page. There's some videos up there.
Check it out, everyone. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, so that's something I'm really passionate about. In fact, this morning before I came here, I was having a meeting with Age UK in Bolton to see if we could do some sort of partnership and to help other people that have not heard of the Cabaret Lunch Club, and then my Cabaret Lunch Clubbers, if they've not accessed services from Age UK, just to sort of cross-fertilise our information really to see if we could do that. So it started in Bury and it's grown and grown. It's just sort of grown organically, and it's gone to right the way across Bury. There's 6 towns in Bury and Bolton.
Your hometown, Bury, isn't it?
Yeah. Radcliffe, actually. Radcliffe's one of the 6 towns. And Warrington, Liverpool. We've even got one in Blackpool, Rochdale. There's lots. Just have a look on the Facebook pages, and we're trying to expand more and more. So it doesn't take a lot of money to set one of these things up.
No.
It just takes a little bit of money, and we are looking for supporters for the Cabaret Lunch Club. It's a community interest company. You can find us on Company's House. If you want to check us out, it's all official. And
on Company's House, it's just on there as the Cabaret Lunch Club.
It's on as Bury Cabaret Lunch Club.
Okay, so look, we'll put that on the screen as well.
If there's anybody out there who thinks it's a good idea, the purpose of it is to stop loneliness and isolation.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I did one last year, and one of the ladies, it was one of the Warrington venues, and she came up to me and she said, "Sarah, you've saved my life."
Wow.
I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "I was suicidal," and obviously no names mentioned, but she said I was suicidal, and she said I didn't have anything in my life. I was so lonely. I'd lost my partner, and I found the Cabaret Lunch Club, and I found friends, and now I'm working in a charity shop. She said I've got loads to live for, and she was having a ball, having a right good laugh.
You see, if that happens once, it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Hasn't it?
It's worth it, yeah. And I know it's made such a big difference. I mean, some of my Cabaret Lunch Clubbers that have been with me from the start, like Amy and Brenda, if you're watching, hello girls. They are fantastic. I absolutely love these ladies, and they're in the late 80s, and they get togged up. They look absolutely beautiful when they come out. Yeah, and I say to them, "Are you going clubbing it this week, girls? Which ones are you going to?" And
keep your hand on your apron and all that. All the old-fashioned terms.
They absolutely have a ball. In fact, there's a picture of Amy on the Cabaret Lunch Club Facebook page, and she's got this massive pink gin in front of her. You've got to just go on the Facebook page to see this picture of Amy. She just looks adorable, and she cracks me up because when she's there eating her dinner, right, she gets a knife and she sits there and she starts conducting the singer with a knife, and I'm laughing my head off. I'm just howling laughing at her.
That's a prisonable offence these days, isn't it, with a deadly weapon?
Honestly.
So listen, we've had charity, we've had veterans, we've had Cabaret Lunch Club. What about Sarah? What about you? What are you doing for you these days?
I just love being creative. I love being creative. So, like I say, I'm writing this book. It's called The Long Note, which is, I'm not sure when it's going to be coming out, but
good title. It's
coming out, yeah. The Long Note, it means how to have a sustainable career in the music industry.
Right.
I mean, when I started off, I didn't know anything. I was so green. I mean, my very first dress was green. So I went on stage looking green, and I was green through and through. It was hilarious.
Yeah, the ears was.
Yeah, and there's a story about that in the book as well. So, so I'm writing the book. I am enjoying doing a bit of acting. I'm enjoying just putting myself out of my comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah, you get to that stage, don't you, where you don't care anymore.
Yeah,
just get it done. And I know,
just be brave and do it anyway.
For full transparency, we are your agent,
yeah,
aren't we? As an actor.
Yeah,
and you're brilliant. We know. You wouldn't be on our books if you weren't. So, yeah, do it. I know what you did down at the Royal Exchange recently.
That was such a nice opportunity.
Yeah.
What it was, obviously I'm a member of Equity. I've been a member of Equity for years and years and years. And if you don't know what that is, it's just the union for actors and variety artists.
Yeah.
And they were approached by the Royal Exchange Theatre in Manchester, they've had a management team, production team and director team shift, and they wanted to just cast the net out a bit wider and see what talent was in Manchester.
Which is plentiful, yeah.
Yeah. And I got an email through saying, this is happening at the Royal Exchange, do you want to be put forward for an audition? So I said yes. And then I got this email back saying, sorry, you've not been selected. So I thought, oh well. And then another one came through. I thought, yes, I do. Anyway, the second time I'd been selected, I thought, oh, that's a bit of luck. I'll go with that and see what happens. And so we had to do a monologue, which I've just recorded for my Spotlight. So if anybody wants to see the monologue, visit my Spotlight.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding, I've only just seen that today.
We'll put your view pin up on the screen. So
I have only just seen that today, and I've got to say, I was like...
It was fabulous. I've watched it.
It made me want to cry, and I was the one doing it, you know. So, I mean, I don't know. It's like, it sort of shocked me a bit that how much you can do when you set your mind to it.
It was awesome.
Really I tell you what, when... Obviously, I've been in entertainment all my life, right?
Yeah.
And only recently got more into acting over the last few years, right, since I met you through Maggie.
Yeah.
And that journey of becoming an actress as opposed to just an entertainer and a singer has taught me just what a difficult craft it is to be a good actress or a good actor.
Yeah.
And how much due diligence you've got to put into it to make it look effortless and authentic and real.
Yeah.
I mean, I know how much effort it takes to learn a song and make it look real and make the audience feel something. I know that. I've been doing it for years. Yeah. It's a lot easier to learn a song than it is to learn a monologue.
It really is. You've got to
really
feel it.
Is. But
I mean, from my classes, I tell it that all the time. You've got to feel it.
Yeah, but you do. When you're delivering a song, if you don't feel it, the audience is not going to feel it. But the thing that makes it easier is that it's structured. You've got your verses, choruses, middle eight. You know, it's a lot more structured than a monologue, which is no structure to it, really. And, you've got to remember it all and feel it all. And it's just fantastic. I feel really proud of myself for doing that monologue.
You should, because it was a brilliant performance. It really was.
I've realised doing, I've lost my words now, method acting.
Yeah.
Where you actually feel it and you're actually sort of inhabited by that character.
Yeah.
It really takes a chunk out of you emotionally.
It has to do. If it doesn't, you've not put enough in. I tell that to my pupils all the time.
Yeah. It really... I mean, I feel like I should have done acting when I was younger.
Me too.
Know.
Me too. When I could see, would have helped.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I did do something. I've got this old video. I'll have to bring it in and show you. When I was like, I'm sure I was in my mid-20s or something like that. We could watch that and have a right good laugh of different... I actually wrote it all, created it all, got myself a video guy, videoed it all. You've not seen that, have you?
No.
I'll have to bring that in.
You know it existed.
I'll have to bring it in, honestly. I designed the whole thing and I've got about 6 different scenes. We should do that and have a laugh and watch it. But okay. I should have done more with it at the time, but I ended up going more into my singing career.
Well, things happen for a reason, don't they?
Yeah. And obviously I was teaching as well,
Yeah.
So I was a teacher for 12 years and then I came out of it but I've recently gone back into it, which I'm finding fascinating. I'm teaching at BIM in Manchester on Oxford Road at the Dance House Theatre.
Yeah.
British Institute of Modern Music, for anybody who doesn't know what BIM is.
Yeah.
And there's various sites up and down the country, and I'm lucky enough to be coaching the performing arts students that are doing the degree and teaching them how to sing and how to perform.
Yeah, we've had one of them here before, haven't we, that you sent over here.
Yeah. And it's just been so nice. You always learn so much when you teach.
Yeah, you do.
you know.
It forces you back to basics yourself, doesn't it, when you teach anything?
Yeah, it's made me realise that I've got this resource of information and experience in my head that I just need questions from novices, beginners.
If you
to
don't
bring
pass
it
that
out.
on, it's a waste, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. Yeah, that's why I'm writing the book, you know. But the last day of term, I went in to do a one-to-one session with one of the students. And I said to her, what are you doing now? She said, oh, nothing much. I said, right, me and you are going to the karaoke. And she was like, sure, because I'd been threatening to do this with them all
Pav?
term. Yeah, Pav. I've been saying, go to the karaoke. It's really good experience for you. You're singing in front of a real live audience, warts and all.
Yeah.
Do it. Anyway,
It's half pissed some of the time, but yeah.
it doesn't matter. It's experience, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
Anyway, so we went into this karaoke in the Northern Quarter and went in and I said, do you want a drink? She said, yeah, I'll have a white wine. So we both had a glass of white wine. She's 18 plus, so don't worry about it. Yeah. Anyway, I've never seen anybody drink a glass of white wine as fast in all my life. And her cheeks went bright red. And I said, are you ready to go on now? She said, yeah.
She's from the Czech Republic, isn't she?
Yeah. She's lovely, absolutely lovely. Anyway, she got up and did a couple of solos and she enjoyed it. She loved it. We got up and did a duet as well. And I got up and did a couple and we had such good fun. You know, so I'm not into all this like... you've got to go to drama school in order to be a professional singer. I never did. I went to university. I'd studied business studies and French. As you know, I speak fluent French. Yeah. But I never went to Performing Arts College for any length of time. I did sign up to go to Performing Arts College whilst I was pregnant with my first baby, thinking, like you do, that having a baby wasn't going to affect anything. And then when I had him, I realised I wasn't going to be doing this course at all. So I never finished my performing arts course. Yeah. So I was thinking about doing a master's in performance. That's why I ended up going into BIM to find out about the master's qualification. And I ended up talking to the tutors and telling them about my experience, my journey. And they said, what are you doing that for? You need to be teaching for us, never mind anything else. So I said, okay, let's teach for you. And that's how that ended up.
Let's do it, yeah. Absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to hopefully being able to teach some more lovely students this year again at BIM.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of itchy feet at the minute.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, I feel like...
we need another road trip.
Yeah, I've got to do something. I've got to do something that's... I don't know. Even if it's just for a couple of months, just to... do something a bit out of the box.
You've always had a plan to perform on the ships, haven't you?
Yeah, and I did when I was younger. I did sing on the cruise ships, and I am interested in doing it again. Yeah. In fact, I'm in touch with one of the agents that books the ships, and they've recently had a joint venture with a French cruise line, which is right up my street, because not only do I want to perform on the ships with the big stages and the lovely auditoriums and everything, which would be nice.
You can do it in both languages as well.
Yeah. It's not just that. I want to use my language. I've got this gift of speaking in French, and I very rarely get the opportunity to speak it. Yeah. It's such a shame and it's a waste. And you think, you know, you've got this gift, and it seems to have stuck. You know, it's like some people learn French and then they don't speak it for years, and then they forget how to do it. For some reason with me, it has not gone out of my head. I can speak. Somebody came in now and started speaking French to me, I'd be like that. It's just so easy for me. So I want to be able to use that talent that I've got and I'm not using.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's why I need 48 hours in every day.
A day in English and a day in French every day.
Exactly. And why not one in Spanish and Italian?
Well, yeah. So, just if this is too personal, tell me.
I will.
I can't believe you're a single lady.
Oh, the single ladies.
I mean, come on, guys. I mean, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? They should be queuing around the block for you.
Yeah, I think I must be really scary. I think most men are scared of redheads, but come on, boys.
I think most men are scared of women these days, to be honest with you, regardless of the hair colour. But yeah, redheads perhaps. Yeah. They've got a reputation of being fiery. Yeah, I mean, it's silly. I'm not even fiery. I'm the calmest person you could ever wish to meet, honestly. You do have a fiery side, though, because I've seen that myself.
If somebody does something that I think is unethical, or...
you can't hold your tongue.
No. I if I disapprove, you're going to know about it, you know. Yeah. But I'm not going to have the screaming abdabs with you. Do you know what I mean? I just disapprove. And people don't like being disapproved of, do they?
No,
you know,
not usually.
and I think I've got quite an expressive face, so my disapproval with the, you know, added complication of my facial expressions probably would give me the title of fiery redhead. But I don't shout. I never shout. How can you shout if you're a singer? I'm not going to ruin my voice, am I?
No, well, you're not an Elsie Tanner, are you? But you're not a shrinking violet by any stretch, are you?
No, but I'm just a simple,
If you have something to say, you say it, don't you?
Well,
and
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's
But
brilliant.
you know what I found out recently, Phil? It's fascinating. You know when you learn about yourself as you get older? Due to a recent romantic experience.
Yes.
Well, now you're listening, aren't you?
Who shall remain unnamed?
Of course.
Go on.
I have realised that I absolutely cannot speak or be myself if I feel like I'm not being listened to.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
So you must be doing something right for me to be blabbing on like this.
Sorry, who said that? No, well, I find you fascinating. I always have done. You know that. And I think you're a fascinating lady. I genuinely do.
Thank you.
But very talented on lots of fronts. That always floats my boat anyway, regardless. So I can talk to you all week. That's fine by me. But yeah, I think some guys don't like opinionated women, do they?
Yeah, but it's not like I'm opinionated 24 hours a day. Do you know? I'm
No,
just
I
a
know, I
normal
know.
girl. I do the housework, I do the ironing, I cook tea, I go shopping. I'm a single mum. I've been a single mum for since 2011. Do you know what I mean?
But your kids are grown up now, aren't they?
Yeah, fantastic, my kids. I'm so proud of them too.
I know.
Yeah. But I mean, my son and his girlfriend still live with me. My daughter's just graduated with a first class honours degree in
Way.
business and Spanish. So I'm very, very
done.
proud of her. And I'm very, very proud of Luke as well, who graduated last year as a physiotherapist. So, you know, single mums,
You've done the best.
shout out to all you single mums. I know your pain.
Single parents, because I was a single parent too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, all the single dads as well. Honestly,
absolutely.
you know, my heart goes out to you.
I never wanted more medals than a single woman just because I was a bloke. No. And I just think single parents, you know, they just do it, don't they? You've got to be two parents in one, and it's hard. It's hard enough being one, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's,
I, to be honest, I've had a bit of a bumpy ride, you know,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't. Oh, my phone's buzzing
Don't worry.
in my
I
pocket.
know you've had an issue in the past. I don't really think you want to go into that, do you? Or do you? I don't
Well,
know.
when we mentioned earlier about the other guy that had been on the podcast who'd been wrongly accused and tried and jailed for something.
11 years and 43
yeah,
days.
absolutely ridiculous that. I mean, that is horrendous, and God, my heart really does go out to him.
Oh, yeah.
Because even being wrongly accused of something, right?
Someone
and
sticks, doesn't it?
yeah, and it's just not true.
Yeah,
you
I've
know,
had it too.
it's horrible.
A friend of mine killed himself because of it. And in fact, one of our main podcasts on here at the moment is a regular podcast, is the Falsely Accused Network.com.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike Thompson. Falsely Accused Network do a brilliant job.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
people that are on the edge of suicide and all of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
It's hard. I know you went through it as well. I've been through it myself.
yeah. It's
But yours was
absolutely
particularly
awful.
horrendous, I think, because of your status as a professional singer. You were quite well known, and you were all over the papers, weren't you?
Yeah, it was awful. I mean, at the time, I was seeing this guy who was a military veteran,
Yeah.
and he had mental health issues. And you know, couple of months into seeing him, I realised that he wasn't the guy for me.
Yeah.
And he started threatening to commit suicide, and I was soft as anything. And so I stopped with him because I didn't want to have a death on my hands, basically. Sure. And I went through 7 bouts of that. 7 times.
I mean, it can't possibly work after that, can it?
7 times. 7 times I got to the point where I wanted it to finish. I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Then another threat. Then another time. Then another threat. 7 times. It was difficult, to put it, mildly. So in the end, I just must have got to the end of my tether. I've got bags of patience. You know, like you say, I'm a fiery redhead. I'm not really. I've got more patience than you can ever imagine. I'm like my mum, right?
Yeah.
But there comes a point, like every volcano, I suppose, it stands there perfectly still for years and years and years, and eventually it just goes boom like
Sooner or
that.
later it's got to go.
You know, I didn't erupt. I just said, this is it, leave. And I don't want you to come back. And I meant it. And then he started stalking me. So any girls or boys that have been stalked, because I know it happens to both,
Yeah, mainly girls, to be fair, but yeah.
my heart goes out to you. It's a horrific, scary experience.
Yeah.
So I ended up reporting it to the police. Then he ended up denying it, and then he changed his mind and admitted it. So I didn't have to go to court. But because I'm the veteran sweetheart and he was a military veteran, there was some members of the press at the court case, and they took the story, and apparently, I mean, I wasn't there, apparently he'd said in the courtroom that I'd hit him, right? I've never hit anybody in my life. The only time I've ever touched anybody like that is when the kids were little, and I apologise, Luke, he used to drive me nuts. I slapped his legs. I must have slapped his legs. When girls and boys, I mean...
We've all done it.
Yeah.
It wasn't illegal back then.
Well, I mean...
It is now, but it wasn't then.
No. And,
One of the things that's missing in the world, actually. The kids need some of that, in my opinion, but,
Yeah, it just, the witching hour when you're waiting for your other half to come home and the kids are just driving you nuts and they're not behaving. And I just slapped his legs, and that's the only time I've ever hit anybody.
Yeah.
And this guy stood up in court. He wanted to ruin me, basically, because I didn't want him.
If he can't have you, nobody can.
Exactly, he wanted to ruin me. In fact, he actually said, I'm going to ruin you on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I think that sort of poison, I've actually forgiven him, because there's no point in not forgiving somebody.
He just carried it around with you.
Yeah, I don't want that poison in my body.
Yeah.
And I don't wish him ill, but I don't want him anywhere near me ever again, and the court stopped him from coming near me or my children, which I was happy about.
He's brought that upon himself, hasn't he? So,
Yeah.
But where was it going to stop if that hadn't have happened?
I know.
Who knows?
I know. And you hear of people, don't you, that are killed by the boyfriends because they're,
And the thing
scary.
is, I've been through similar. A lot of people that go to see Michael have been through it. There's hundreds of thousands. But yours, particularly, was not only bad, it's embarrassing anyway, I think, in some regards. But somebody saw fit to spread it all over the red top newspapers.
Yeah, so I got a phone call from one of I think it was the Daily Mirror or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything in retaliation to, or in response to?
He just wants more copy, that's all.
I know. And I said, no, go away.
Yeah.
I don't need to explain myself because I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
Good all I've done is tried to help somebody,
Yeah. Overstayed really against your own better judgment.
Yeah, for a long time, because I didn't want him to kill himself, basically.
I understand that.
And if he's actually grown, and he's listening to this, if he's actually grown in any way, shape or form in his own mind or personality since that happened, he should be really ashamed of himself for what he did, and he should be very, very sorry for what he did for me.
Yeah.
And if he's not, that's up to him.
He may well be. If you happen to be watching this, think on, maybe. But
stay away.
Yeah, absolutely stay away. Yeah, you've got a ring of stuff around you now. Don't worry about that. So finally, what's in the future? What's your plan?
That's a really good question, because I'm at a bit of a crossroads. I just want to do everything. I'm in like a creative sort of soup at the minute, and I don't know which way my path is going to go. Somebody
we both know who was on this podcast recently, Latasha, said her gran says to her, when you're out in the field, you try to catch all the rabbits, you'll catch none.
Yeah.
Concentrate on one, catch it, put it in the box, then look at the others.
Yeah, maybe I need to do like a life plan for the next... In fact, I signed up for something like a 90-day life plan last night, and I think that would do me good, because I've got so many creative ideas going on in my head at the moment. I don't really know which one to settle with. And I think that's where my frustration comes from, because I can't do everything all at once.
Yeah, but that's. I know you're a creative and you're a driven person. You've got your own business. You push that all the time. I mean, how many calls have we taken today since we've been here? And it's wonderful. It's wonderful to see. But yeah, sometimes you've just got to say, hang on a minute. You remember the story of the old bull and the young bull in the field? Did I tell you that story?
Tell me again.
There's an old bull and a young bull in a field, and in the field next door there's 50 cows.
Yeah.
And the young bull says to the old bull, let's run down there and make love to them all. And the old bull says, no, sorry, let's make love to one each, I beg your pardon. And the old bull says, no, let's walk and make love to them all. Take your time and get what you want. You know, don't run down and get one. Take your time and get them all.
Yeah.
So the same as the rabbit thing. You just got to pick a rabbit, grab it, do what you need to do with it, put it in the box, and then look for another rabbit if you want to. Or you might be satisfied with that rabbit.
Yeah.
Who
I'm
knows?
just trying to think what I want to do next, really.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying my singing. Recently, I've done 100 years of music. That's my latest show. 100 years of music from 1920 to 2010.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's a fantastic show, and I'm really enjoying doing it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Have you got any gigs coming up?
I'm gigging.
Publicise?
I'm gigging tomorrow night. It's just at the pub in Whitefield, the Eagle and Child.
What's it called?
The Eagle and Child at Whitefield.
The Eagle and Child. We'll put that up on the screen now.
9 o'clock it is.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock tomorrow night. Yeah.
Which is the... What date is tomorrow night?
What date are we on?
I have no idea. I don't even know what day it is. Here on the blind
What date is it?
I couldn't begin
21st,
to
I don't know.
Oh, it's the... What day are we on? Thursday. It's the 21st.
21st, yeah, so it's 22nd.
Oh, dear.
What?
I should know it's the 21st. It's my daughter's birthday. Jodie.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Jodie. I'll come and see you later.
happy birthday, Jodie.
I'll see you later. That's a promise. So, okay. So, all good.
All good.
Thank you for coming to see us.
My pleasure.
I know there's a lot more to you than what we've spoken about, and if you would do us the honour of coming again and doing a second part of this, I would be
Why not?
buzzing. That'd be awesome. All right, so for now, Sarah Dennis, Veteran Sweetheart, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.